again. Time for another boring old fat whiny woman video with the bad hair. I thought we'd talk about something fun today before we get into something serious. I'm just gonna say I am so glad I'm an old woman, and well, we wasn't as dumb as kids today, I'll tell you that. Yeah, there was no social media in the day. We just had stock cameras, and with film you had to get processed, and yeah, you didn't want that stuff to be seen by other people, like the film processor, and you hope the guy at the Kodak store didn't tell your mom what kind of film you were using and what kind of pictures it's seen. So yeah, there was that. But now it seems there's a lot of dumb people doing dumb things with a lot of smart cameras around. And that makes for a bad equation. Let's talk about something right fast I think everybody needs to know about. Let's make it kindly general. Don't want to point anybody out per se. I will allude to that at the last of the video, but let's make it general. Let's generalize it for funsies. Let's say you have done stupid things in your past, and you put them on your Facebook, your Twitter account, your Snapchat, and your photobucket, and even your YouTube account. What do? Let's say you decide you want to follow Christ and be a Christian. Well, why you still got those photos up? You might want to take those down. There's several reasons you want to take those photos down. The first one is, why have you got those photos up in the first place? And that could lead others astray. That's not showing the light of Christ in you, and that can lead others astray thinking it's a good thing to do. That's one thing you need to look at. The other thing you need to look at is, why have I got these photos up, and why am I holding on to them? Why do you want to relive that memory of, let's say, making out with a girl, if you're professing that you're now married and now a Christian? Well, that's something you need to examine in your own heart, because that's quite bad, actually. Quite detrimental. Why are you holding on to it? Why is that so important that you have to keep that around? Why aren't these photos being deleted? I fully expected these photos to be gone this morning. Fully expected. 100%. Did not think any photos would be up. Fully expected it. But no, they're still there in all their glory. Photobucket even has several that was, whoa, we had to remove these. These violate our policy. And, you know, if, let's keep it general. Let's say you keep a photo of a naked man on your bed just holding a pillow over himself. And if Photobucket says that violates their policy, wow, I can only imagine how bad those photos are. I don't know why those photos are not coming down. Yeah. But anyway, people, if you're out there professing that you are a Christian, you are indeed a Christian, you need to make sure all questionable content is gone, or ask yourself, why am I keeping this? Why am I keeping this stuff up? Why does this memory make me feel like I need this photograph? That's what you need to be asking yourself. Okay, I know that a lot of us have passed, and like I said, I'm glad I grew up in a time we wasn't so stupid. Not only that, but we had other people to keep us from being stupid. You had the guy at the Kodak store, and you had the guy at the film processing at Fuji, or wherever you went, wherever your family went to go get things processed. If your family was rich enough to have a Polaroid, a good one, those cheap ones, they were no good, wouldn't focus. But let's say you were rich enough to have an actual Polaroid camera. Yeah, you could be pretty dumb. But that was just one photo, and yeah, didn't get around to thousands, millions of people. Didn't get around the world. Let's just put it that way. That photo stayed either where you knew it was, or somebody knew it was, or it was lost to time. But people out there, I want to let you know, it don't matter if it's your Twitter account, your Facebook account, your Snapchat account, your photobucket account, all that stuff. You put this stuff on the web, it will come back to you one day, somehow. Not saying it all will, but it has the potential to do it. It has the potential to ruin. And people who think that Snapchat, everything deletes after Snapchat. It doesn't. I'm sorry to tell you. What was it, this past year or the year before? I can't remember which it was, but there was 2 cops in Chicago who planned a murder and actually carried out a murder. They were having an affair and they decided they were going to kill the woman's husband. Well, guess what was used in evidence? Snapchat. It doesn't disappear after 60 seconds. I'm sorry, people. So just be mindful of this stuff before you do anything dumb, essentially. Okay, that's it. Let's look at something right fast. This bothered me a lot, okay? I know that there was a lot, well, you shouldn't do this woman has a past, yada 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 yada. This is what got this girl, this woman. Let me read it to you. Hang on a second, I'll pull it up. How many times have I told y'all I have a past and it isn't a pretty one? This is 12 years ago. This is 12 years ago, mind you. When I was in a backslidden time in my life. Do you think somehow my life has been sunshine and rainbows? This is this woman's fake account. I don't know if it's, I'm not going to say if it is, it ain't. So I'm not going to say her name. And she's the one who had access to these. If I was as foul as this person is, I'd share all her voice messages, text, where she told me all the disgusting things she had in her past. However, I'm better than that. Now let's stop right there. I'm going to tell you, I'm not this woman's friend. When I ran across this video, it took me less than 1 minute. Less than 1 minute to put her name in the Google search, come up with images, click on one, and get to her photo bucket, which is public. It took me less than 1 minute. I didn't even bother going to Facebook account. This is all public. Everyone's got access to it. This is why I feel like I need to do this video. You need to be aware this is public. I'm sure you know it's public, and here's why I'll tell you I know you know it's public. You made the comment in that section that this was 12 years ago. This is on your photobucket account. Let's talk about how photobucket works, shall we? If you go to photobucket, you can have a free trial where you can have approximately 250 photos for free, and you can see if you want to use this service or not. This woman has over 1,000 photos on this account. over 1,000 photos. Now, if you go to their terms and services, to have this, you got to pay anywhere from $5.99 a month to $12.99 a month for all this to remain. If she misses a payment, there goes the account and there goes the photographs. She said this was 12 years ago. This is on her photobucket account. This individual has paid over $850, upward to $1,800 plus, to keep her past in the public view. That is what's disturbing. Why do you want to keep your past for everybody to see? You're paying to have your past put out in the open like this. Now, I know this individual wants to be a movie star, a singer, a fitness guru, all sorts of things that was tried to get a niche until she found YouTube Christianity. Why? Ask yourself, why is she paying money to have her past open to the public like this? There's a reason. Why is this individual trying to, let me turn this down again. Why is this individual trying to depict herself as being edgy? Oh, it's so cool to make out with other girls. It's so cool to show off your body. It's so cool to show make out. It's so cool to have this naked man in a bed with just a pillow. Now keep in mind, I only looked at one account. Just one. I ran across photobucket, and there it is. This individual says it has been 12 years ago. Ask yourself why this individual, why this woman has paid every month $5.99 at the minimum, $12.99 at the most, for 12 years to have this stuff made public. That's what you need to ask. And people, please, please think before you put this stuff out here. Think before you put stuff on social media. Is it about Christianity? You know, God will forgive you. God will forgive you for doing stupid things. But my goodness, what if your children see this? What if your husband didn't know you were making out with all these men? I'm sure he does. I mean, it's public. Everyone can see it. You need to ask yourself, why have I got these photographs? Why do I want to relive making out with another woman? Why is that important to me to keep? Why is this important for me to keep it in the public view? All she has to do is miss one payment in 12 years and all that will be gone. One payment in 12 years. But it hasn't. And it's still out here. All she had to do was make it private. And she didn't. It's public. It's been public for 12 years. According to her, 12 years. Now I think it's less than 12 years because she doesn't look that old in it. She is not that old of an individual. But according to her, it's 12 years. This is 12 years of this stuff being in the public view that she is paying money to in order to have this exposure. Please, people, think before you do this. That's crazy. Like I said, God will forgive you, but what about your family? What about your children? Will your children forgive it when they see this? Please just go delete the photo. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll delete this video. Delete these photos. This video gets deleted. Delete this. This gets deleted. It no longer exists. There you go. Just please think of your family enough to remove this. Think of the people who you are trying to inspire. What happens when they see these? What happens when they see these naked photographs of you with just a little sheer over your body? That's public. What happens? Jesus said all you gotta do is think of adultery and you've committed it. What are you trying to do with this? This is insane. Just please take us down. The same with that song you did. I told you how to get it down. Just go to YouTube, IT support, and they can tell. They can compare if it's you. Heck, they can compare if it's you. And they can take it down for you. It doesn't have to stay up. But you need to ask yourself, why am I allowing it up? And people come out here and expose it. Why are you getting mad? Why is everybody getting mad? She paid money so this can be public. Why is people getting mad? For 12 years, her words, 12 years, she has paid monthly to have this stuff exposed to the public. Why are you getting mad now? That's what you need to be asking. 12 years. 12 years of payment. $800 and some dollars to $1,800 plus dollars is roughly what she has paid, according to her words. I think she's wrong. I think this is not 12 years old. That girl's not that old. But why are you paying for 12 years, according to you, to have this stuff exposed? And why are you people getting so mad now? She's paid money for this. This is exactly what she wanted. If you pay money to have it public and somebody finds it, what are you supposed to do? Oops. No. That's exactly the intent that was wanted. Probably not the person that found it that she wanted. It's probably supposed to be some agent or something. Not this gal. But it took me less than 1 minute. Less than 1 minute to find it. And here it all is. And yes, indeed, she's making payments on it to make it public. So please, people, just keep that in mind before you do anything dumb and post anything stupid. Like I said, God will forgive, but what will your kids do? What will your family do? Please take that off. What will your followers do? You wanted somebody to find it because you paid money for it to be out there in the public. Don't get mad at me for letting you know about it. Just repent of it and take it off the web. Well, you can't take it off the web, but shut down your photobucket. Quit making payments to photobucket. Make it private. Whatever you gotta do. You don't need kids seeing that. Anyway, people, that's just something to consider. As always, just read your Bibles and I guess keep your nose clean. Read your Bibles and have a great day if you can.